Hi, this is Leo from the Chordaes, and this is A-Sides.
When my feet touch the ground, will I still be looking down?
Well, actually, I heard a lot of that kind of, when I was growing up, my dad used to have these, mixtapes of all these, songs from the, 80s and early 90s, and so I just had all this, content just jammed. We would, be in the car for, 2 hours, and so I just had this, content just jammed into my head, and, I never really listened to it after, but it's probably there somewhere, yeah.
Oh, just an empty soul.
I mean, I wrote most of these songs at school, and it was a really not the kind of environment I wanted to live in. It was I don't know, I wasn't really prepared for it properly. And, just sort of the fear and, sort of anger of being, out of place there sort of boiled up inside me, and it culminated into the first batch of these songs. Yeah.
Sit here in the sun, watching all you be.
I don't know if you'd want to play that song at weddings, yeah. I mean, it's, that song is pretty cynical. I wouldn't, I don't know. That would be a bad song to play at a wedding.
You'll be happy, I'll be all used up.
I would just say I had a really great summer. I mean, I wouldn't want to be too, I don't know. I wouldn't want to rub it in people's faces, but I would really, I really would at the same time, but I don't know, I'd find a way to hint that I had done this. But, well, if it was elementary school, I probably would have just gone out and said it actually, and just said, I just made a great album, but I don't know. The writing always starts with the chords. That's the most important thing. I create a chord progression. Usually, for the last 2 years, I haven't been, basically I hear some notes in my head. I try to really avoid using chords that people have used before, although I often, find that I use something that somebody else used. I think Touch the Ground, there's this chord that I'd never heard this song. It's called Bluebird by Crosby, Stills and Nash, or no, sorry, Buffalo Springfield by that. And it has this C major 9 in it, the exact same voicing that I did, but I had never heard it before. But what I usually do is I just I use these open tunings, and I really have to sort of teach myself how to play in these tunings, and sort of how these and because of that my songs can only have 2 or 3 chords per section, but they're they usually move well. But usually once I have the progression together, then the melody just sort of, if it's good, it'll just sort of happen. There won't be any thought that goes into it. I'll just feel something. But then there's times when, yeah, it's not that easy.
Just an empty soul.
I'm trying to basically, I mean, the message is sort of, it's not really it's sort of a non-verbal message, and in a way it's to, I mean, there isn't really a deep world message to it, but it's the album is just a culmination of all these feelings I've had towards people in the last 2 years and about my life. And it's sort of my attempt to tell the story of, of what I've been feeling these last few years. And it's not really, and I feel like I would never really be able to put that story into actual English without, grossly, misrepresenting it. So I wrote that at school, and it's about when you're a kid, you sort of assume that when you grow up and become an adult, life is just going to be, everything that it was when you were a kid, but without rules. And then, you find out that there's more rules, and, it's about realizing how much harder life really is, and just being sort of, disappointed by that. Our music's on Spotify. You should definitely like us on Facebook. It'd be awesome. We're on Twitter, Instagram. Just keep an eye out. We're going to be we'll let people know when we're premiering these songs. If you like this stuff, you're really gonna like the new stuff.